you that if there's opportunities to work in a bipartisan fashion, Ronny Jackson's going to take advantage of it, right? I want to get stuff done if we can. We have one big problem right now. Our big problem is that the Democrats, the moderate Democrats, that also don't really like what's going on right now, they are terrified of Nancy Pelosi. She is running that place with an iron fist right now. If they dare step out of line, she will do to them exactly what she does to the rest of Republicans. They will take their social media away from them. They will use the liberal press to destroy them, to destroy their families. They'll primary them. They'll never get elected again. They know this. They don't want to step out of line. But I'm telling you right now that I am different in that regard. They have run me through the mill so much that they can say or do anything. I do not give a damn what they say about me anymore. I'm in this fight. I'm standing my ground. We're gonna get the House back in the next 18 months. Right?
How do we beat California and all 50 whatever they have for votes?
California?
How do we beat them?
Well, here's the first thing we do. We get the House back, all right? Okay, we're getting seats. Texas has more Republican seats than any state in the Union. Florida has the second most, okay? Texas and Florida are running this party right now. We control things. We're working hard right now. In the Texas delegation, we're making relationships. We had a luncheon last week with the Florida delegation. We're getting together, and we are of like mind. Okay, we are. You guys got some great congressmen in the state of Florida. You do. You got some good people. We are working from the Texas side. We're getting together with this people. If we get Florida and Texas together, the Republicans they control the conference. We get to decide what the agenda is. We get to decide what bills are important. We get to decide what becomes law in 18 months. So we're working on those relationships. We're going to have a strong relationship between Florida and Texas. We're going to maximize that, and we're going to get stuff done. That's the first step. We're going to take the House back. We got to get the Senate back. Senate's important, and then in 2 years or in 3 years from now, we got to get the White House back. Okay? But in the meantime, the most important thing is to get this House back. We got to get the House of Representatives back in 2 years. We got to stop this nonsense. I'm telling you that it is unbelievable the stuff that's going on right now. You don't know the whole of it. Even I didn't know the whole of it. Even I have to dig into it on a regular basis to figure out what's going on. They come up with all these bills, HR 1, all these policing bills, and everything else that they're doing. They put some cute name on them where it looks like, you look at the name of the bill, you're like, well, who wouldn't support that, right? That sounds like that's good for everybody. You peel the first layer back, it is unbelievable the garbage that's in there, right? This HR 1, this voter reform bill that they have, will fundamentally change this country for our lifetimes. The Republican Party won't exist anymore. It will not. I'm telling you, HR 1 right now, it basically makes a photo ID illegal. It makes signature verification illegal. It makes unsolicited mail-in ballots the law of the land in all 50 states. It makes ballot harvesting legal in all 50 states. And you're not going to believe this. I saw this and I thought it was crazy. I thought this can't be true. I looked into it. There is a federal match in this bill. If you give $200 or less to a candidate in a federal election, the United States government will basically they will match that 6-to-1 with your tax dollars. Meaning, if you AOC $200, the federal government will write her a check for $1,200 and put it in your campaign account. That huge advantage to the Democrats because they have a lot of small dollar donations. They know this. So if this bill passes, the Republicans are done. They will cease to exist. Now, I'll still get elected because I'm in a staunch Republican district in Texas. But you guys will have 2 Democrat senators. Texas will have 2 senators that are Democrats. You'll have a Democrat as a governor. We'll have a Democrat as a governor. It'll be completely lopsided. I mean, so we've got so much on the line right now. People were saying this. People have said this for the last few elections. This is an election of our life. But I'm telling you right now, this is the most important election of our life. If one more cycle under their belt like this, like they did last time, we're done. So I just want to tell everybody, like, I appreciate being here. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. There is hope on the horizon. I mean, I think that we guys together. I was talking a while back, and I gave a speech and everything, and a couple of people came up and they said, like, wow, that was like seriously depressing. Like, other than that, how was the play, Mrs. Lincoln? Right? I mean, it's just. But I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but it's important that we know the short term. In the short term, things don't look good, and we've got to step up to the plate. We've got to do something about this. We've got to get the House back. But long term, there are people all over this country that are already having the few that voted for Biden, they're having voter remorse right now. They are very, very disturbed about what's happening because he is not the person that he portrayed himself to be. He came out, he won a lot of votes because he was portraying himself as kind of a moderate, right? And he was going to come in and he was going to establish bipartisanship and working across the line. He is a puppet for the far left. He is driven by AOC and Tlaib and Omar and Presley and Nancy Pelosi. They are driving the process right now, right? So I am on the front lines of stopping this. I tell you once again, I may not be your congressman on paper, but you better bet your ass I'm your congressman and congressman.